And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the second half of the broadcast. I do apologize for the stream going down, but alas, we did have to reconnect to a different Twitch server to make sure everything was running smoothly. Do apologize for those that we did leave behind. Do apologize, but hopefully you're able to find your way back to us here as we are jumping into the winners match of tonight's group. Switching scenes over here, we do have our brackets. Sorry, we do have our group set up. We've already covered the first two matches. MaxPax took down 2-0. herO took down Solar 2-0, and that means we have our next three best of threes lined up. We have herO versus MaxPax in a winners match. We have Zound versus Solar in the elimination match, and then we have the decider match thereafter. As a reminder, this is a GSL format group, so 2 players will advance on, the other 2 will be knocked out. Here we go. Yo, shout out to Shiva Blaster in the chat. Papi God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing for 39 months. Thank you, Papi. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, we are now 2 hours in. 2 hours into the broadcast. Did just have to 1 hour into the broadcast. So sorry, did just have to restart. But here we have our remaining 3 matches. Here we go. Vetoes are done. Game 1 is going to be on herO, Game 2 on Ley Lines, and Game 3 is going to be on Amygdala. So we have 3 maps lined up ahead of us here. We'll soon be jumping in. Good. So just making sure that all the streams are still running smoothly. Just because we do stream to like 4 different platforms at once, so I want to make sure that everything is looking good. Yeah. Just making sure that all is well. Okay, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, of herO, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss. It is herO. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Danish Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. We go. Are going to be settling in. And herO, of course, is one of the smaller maps. The map pool is a very small map, very aggressive, and we do expect Stargate openers. We expect Phoenix Wars, unless either player does deviate. If you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. As a reminder, this is the winners match. We just finished casting of both match 1 and match 2. We are an hour in. Just had to restart the stream, had to restart the VOD. But now we are getting into that winners match. We do have that low ground setup. Again, because of the ramp coming into the natural, a gate cyber expand is standard on herO. Meanwhile, herO goes for a 2-gate opener instead. Okay, so we have some possibilities here. herO, he's really good at being unpredictable in PvP. That's typically how herO brings MaxPax down. With a 2-gate opener, herO is set up for a 1-base all-in, or herO could even go sentry into a faster expansion and try to force a delayed reaction out of MaxPax, try to force MaxPax to over-defend, to overreact, and rush into a greater economy instead. So we'll see if herO does make 2 units or just 1. Likewise, we'll see if herO does set up a proxy across the map. So far, yeah, just pylon blocking. So just going for the pylon block, which means there is no proxy. Cybercore is done. Double Stalker. Okay, double Stalker opener out of herO, which means he's going to commit. He's going to rally across the map. He could go for a 3rd and 4th Stalker behind this, and he is opting to delay his expansion. There's that pylon from herO. Does get away. Stargate opener out of MaxPax. Stargate into Oracle into Void Ray if need be. We have herO setting up that defensive pylon so he can expand. But you can see here, makes 2 Stalkers, and he does make a 3rd and 4th Stalker. A bit of a supply block here from herO, unfortunately. But regardless, oh, okay. Yeah, Stalker, Sentry, not additional Stalkers. So he will expand. herO, he will soon get his own natural expansion. herO does rally across the map. We have a we do have a shield battery on the way here for MaxPax. Shield battery's almost done. herO pokes in, but herO shouldn't be able to achieve too much damage here. Goes to the Zealot. Zealot does survive. And MaxPax holds. MaxPax, he does hold. MaxPax is still just building up. His second Oracle is on the way. herO typically would need defensive Stalkers here to keep himself alive. Oh, throws down the Force Fields, catches a Zealot. That's, I would say, a better trade for MaxPax. I don't think 2 Force Fields is necessarily worth a Zealot. herO, he was hoping for a Stalker. And he's forced to recall. So herO recalls back home. Both players are building up. MaxPax does have the slightly better economy. herO is behind economically with a later expansion. And we'll see what herO can accomplish here. Again, I'm not fully convinced by herO's position, but he does at least have a faster Twilight Council, so we can get into faster Blink. Oracle going for Stasis. Oh my god. Whew, gotta be focused down. Clutch moves out of herO. herO poking in. And herO, he will get a Stalker. Not bad. Gets a Stalker, forces the boys to be pulled. Gets one probe. Some nice pickoffs here and there. Oracles that make their way into the main, they can one-shot probes. Sentries are keeping up. And they get some damage done, but that's still going to be 5 dead workers. Aye. The Oracles, they do get away. And with that, MaxPax does maintain an even greater lead. And what's MaxPax going for? Proxy Dark Shrine. I think herO, he's used to dictating the pace in PvPs. And the problem here is that herO's been trying to be aggressive, has been trying to be assertive. He has failed to get damage done. And I'm concerned that herO's going to skip his Robo. And if he skips his Robo, that's game. That's game then and there. Does herO take a third? I think he will. I think he might take a third base before a Robo. We'll see. Dark Shrine is almost done. herO is in trouble. herO is moving out, but all MaxPax has to do is survive, is defend. herO tries to pick up the ramp. Does have those force fields. Catching out to all the Stalkers, not bad. Yeah, much better force field here out of herO. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. 3 Stalkers going down. herO, can he break through this? So far, it looks like, yeah, the force fields have been insane for herO. Very nice force fields. Catching out 5 Stalkers. Almost every single one. And herO, he might be able to end the game here, but remember, he has 0 detection. DTs are warping in. We're going to end up in a weird base trade. But herO, he does take control of the natural base. He blinks on in. 1 Stalker left. Oracles, they never came back home for any defensive stasis traps. Boys are being pulled, and herO... Oh, we have defensive DTs. Defensive Dark Templar. The Robo goes down, but the DTs are here to knock down that Robo. That's the only form of detection. MaxPax, he peels off his... Oh my god, stasis goes off. Yeah, brutal stasis trap probes are going to be going down. But MaxPax, he doesn't go for the Robo. He needs it. If he can kill this Robo, GG. If he can kill the Robo, that's going to be GG. That's going to be game. All he needs is that Robo. herO, he will chase down all the workers. He will reset the economy of MaxPax. But all MaxPax needs is to keep a probe alive. And he does. He has a probe out on the map. Robo gets killed. Yeah, there's no Robo. There's no Robo. There's 0 detection. We have a Forge on the way for cannons. Let's go. But herO, he evacuates. Oh, taking a lot of swipes. herO, he doesn't want to leave the natural, doesn't want to leave the bases, but he's going to have to. He's going to lose another Stalker. Oh my god, another Stalker goes down. Boys have been pulled away. We can see herO setting up a cannon, setting up a Robo. Let's go. I love the proxy Robo. herO just focusing down all the pylons. Okay, what does MaxPax have? He has 5 DTs. That's 5 Dark Templar. Gets another Stalker. Oh. 8 Stalkers left. 8 Stalkers left. herO, he does cast the Oracle. Cannon is done. Now, getting into this game state, MaxPax can mine. MaxPax has bases. herO technically does. herO can afford a probe. And he has still kept probes alive as well. He's pulling back, and herO just has to buy time for the detection. And with one observer, herO can win this game. There it is. There's a chrono. Chrono on the observer. The Nexus will survive. DTs are fanning out. And herO, he takes it. There it is. There it is. Takes out the DT. Oh my god. GG gets called. And herO, he will take the first game. Whew. He will get detection in time. And herO takes a lead. Oh my god. GG. GG, well played. The herO observer does arrive again. MaxPax had this in the bag. MaxPax did deny the robo. MaxPax, he was denying anything, any kind of mining, any kind of detection, but herO with the proxy robo and the cannon to support as well. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, if that proxy had been found any sooner, if it was shut down before the cannon got up, I mean, that would have been game. That would have been game then and there. That was so close. That was so close. That was so clutch. herO takes the lead. And herO, he is one game away from taking the series. One game away. MaxPax has to fight back herO now to fight back and force the ace match. Oh my god. Hi, papi. As we are getting into game number 2 and spawning in the right-hand corner of ley lines, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss. Oh. Leading the series 1-0, it is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player from Denmark, representing Sidestorm Gaming. Down in the series, we'll see if he can bounce back, we'll see if he can recover. It is MaxPax. We go. So we are moving out. We are going to be moving out so far. We do have MaxPax once again setting up on the high ground. As to be expected, so is herO. Both players are set up. herO, he does open up once again 2 gates, so 2 gate opener out of herO. We'll see if herO can have a cleaner early game. As a reminder, MaxPax was in a better position. MaxPax, he was ahead economically. He was crippling herO's economy. And herO, he committed. I mean, we saw the eventual base trade, of course. We saw some amazing force fields out of herO to just completely lock MaxPax down and to out-control MaxPax to clean up those stalkers. It was insane. It was intense. And we'll see if herO commits to one base all in. We'll see if he expands. Most likely, I can see him expanding. We often don't see one base all ins against MaxPax anymore. We often don't see it. So far, gate into Cybercore. Zelt's on the way. MaxPax is once again going for his opener, going for a Stargate alongside the natural expansion. MaxPax is very predictable. He's very predictable when it comes to his builds. He does the same build every single game. It's herO that does vary things up. So far, double Stalker. Now, as a reminder, double Stalker into Stalker Sentry is the build that herO had gone for last game, into that natural, into a later expansion. We'll see if he does skip his third Stalker, or if he even goes into a 4th Stalker. There it is. So he does skip. So he skips his 3rd Stalker, he goes Sentry into a faster Nexus. Yeah, double Sentry follow-up, faster Nexus, faster expansion. No shot. We should be okay. As herO, where are we going? Am I crazy? This pylon, is it blocking? That's what I was looking at here earlier. But herO, he is going for the ninja. No, no, he gets found. Oh, he gets found. The ninja base. Oh my god. here he goes for the ninja expansion, and he is going to be found out immediately. So a bit of a shame there. As MaxPax is aware, the goal here was to fake out. The goal was to fake out MaxPax and to try to force MaxPax to over-respond, to overreact. But he sees, like, MaxPax knows, and now, like, herO, how does he save the expansion? How does he hold on to that base? It's just so isolated. It's so far away. I have to favor MaxPax coming into this. He knows all, he sees all. herO was trying to be cheeky. The unfortunate thing as well is that I believe the adept that scouted didn't get seen by herO, so I don't think herO knows that MaxPax knows. Ay. So herO. I mean, I guess this does give credence to the idea that herO, he does often vary up his builds. This is very true. You can clearly see that here. There's that recall, but there's thankfully a safety shield battery in position. And this is just such an awkward setup here. I mean, does MaxPax commit to trying to punish this? Oracle does go into the main. Going for the stasis. herO, he does pull the voids. Oh no! He miscalculates and he does not get the stasis. Brutal connection, and herO, he has to commit. He has to keep going. The pylon has been thrown down. The sentries have arrived. Can he lock down the army? The force fields are going to be key here for herO. And there it is. herO, he does force field. He will catch one Stalker. Stalker goes down. He gets one. He gets two. Not bad. But he will lose one of his own. Trades one for two. Boys are being pulled. Sentry goes down. These are brutal trades. These are brutal trades for herO. If herO had an economy behind this, then he'd be okay, but the stasis was insane. Not like this. herO trying to commit to the proxy, trying to commit to the all-in. herO does have the Stalker lead. And he can out-trade. herO finishing up his own blink in 3 seconds. Is finishing up. Stasis back into the main. herO, no reaction. No reaction out of herO. Now this is going to be less brutal than the previous stasis, but still brutal nonetheless. MaxPax going for his own proxy to punish the economy of herO. herO, he still has that Stalker advantage, but he's pushing into 3 shield batteries. Ay. Another stasis. herO, better reaction this time. Slightly better. But the longer this goes on, the better it is for MaxPax. MaxPax, he's enjoying a better economy, and that will soon translate into a larger army. Proxy is finally done. Shield battery as well. And it's all or nothing for herO. He blinks in. He can one-shot. He takes out 1, 2, 3 Stalkers. 4 Stalkers even. Not bad. Even denying Warpins. herO, he's ahead by 4 Stalkers. Now by 6. herO, he can still pull this off. Oh, a bit of a misclick there. Yeah, it does misclick. Oh, we have defensive DTs. That's game. Yeah, defensive DTs. 0 detection from herO. There's no robo, there's no detection. herO, he commits even further. Again, MaxPax, he's very fond of his Dark Templar. Always. That's going to be a second DT morphing in. Oh, and herO, he has an abundance. Oh no! Yeah, another stasis goes off. GG gets called. 0 detection, and MaxPax, he will tie things up. We are going to the ace match. Whew. GG. GG, well played. We are going to that ace match. Again, just an awkward game there out of herO. Was caught time and time again by the stasis traps. Didn't help as well that he was forced to expand elsewhere. Again, it was just a really shaky start, really awkward opener, and in the end, MaxPax did survive. herO, he was getting a lot of damage done towards the end, but alas, he had 0 detection. 0 detection, DTs was the play there for MaxPax. And with that, we're going to the ace match. We're going to game 3. The Invisible Man strikes again. Exactly. The Invisible Man. Too good. I mean, again, if you've been watching MaxPax's PvPs, he's very fond of Dark Templar in this matchup. Very fond of them. For good reason. Very successful. Very successful. And now we're getting into our next game. we're getting into the ace match. It all ends here. It all ends on Amygdala. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Amygdala, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, being forced into the ace match after a very awkward game. It is herO. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player from Denmark, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. Here we go. Seems that herO has no sponsor. herO has been teamless for a month, maybe more than a month at this point. I do recommend checking out the podcast. We do have a StarCraft 2 talk show and news podcast every single week, where we go over events like that, roster changes, events happening during the week. Maru was recently discharged by the military. We spoke about I Am Krakow, and we spoke about recent interviews over the past couple weeks, specifically Loco. Loco had an interview last week as well. So again, we do go over all the news of the week, and of course, as of a couple of months ago, herO has been teamless. As MaxPax does poke in. 2-gate opener once again, 3 games in a row out of herO. Here he does hide his probe, and it looks like a fake proxy pylon in the center of the map. Looks like herO is attempting to fake out his opponent. There it is. There is that pylon. Basically, as MaxPax goes into the main base, he is counting pylons, and he will confirm that the second pylon is missing. He's like, hold up, something is wrong, second pylon is missing, and herO didn't probe scout either, so the probe has to be somewhere, the pylon has to be somewhere as well. So herO is trying to just force an overreaction. There's that initial zealot from MaxPax, and most likely he'll be moving out with a second probe as well to scout. Go. We see MaxPax. He does check the northern 4th location. You can see he's moving down with the Adept as well. Again, searching for proxies. Does check the center gold location as well. So MaxPax, he is searching. herO, he responds with a very fast expansion. I believe this was a sentry expand. Yeah, it was a sentry expand here out of herO. Second sentry pops out. So very greedy. As a result, herO, he does have a later nexus compared to MaxPax, but not by too much. Only by a couple of seconds. And the pylon gets found. Yeah, MaxPax, he does find the pylon. He is aware. Goes back home, commits to the shade. And he will thread the mineral line. It takes 2 shots to kill a probe. He gets 1. Just the 1. 1 shot goes off. Shield battery is done, and the Adept should be hunted down. Oh! There we go. Whew. Adept does fall. Now, just like it is every game, MaxPax does open Stargate. Stargate opener. Oracle moves out. We do have another gate behind this. A 2-gate follow-up. 3 gates in total for MaxPax. Interesting. Into Twilight Council. So MaxPax, he builds up towards a higher gateway count. Will take a bit of hull damage on that Oracle. Does sustain some hull damage. Pulls back, pulls away. And we'll see how we settle in. Both players just building up and saturating their natural expansions. They're building up their economies here. Do have our 3rd gate on the way and 4th gate on the way for herO. He's building up his gateways. Likewise, MaxPax does take his 3rd. So faster 3rd base out of MaxPax. MaxPax will maintain a greater economy. And herO throws down 2 more gates. This looks like a 2-base all-in. Looks very committed on 2 bases. Looks like herO is going to expand, but he will have extra stalkers to work with that 4-gate setup. MaxPax dives in, goes to the stasis. herO, does he react in time? This time he does. He pulls away. Does pull away. Again, this time herO paying attention. Does notice. Both players taking in the same direction, just into Blink Stalker. And we can settle in. We can calm things down, we can settle in. Whew. Again, after a very chaotic game 1 and chaotic game 2, we can just settle into our ace match. Into a more standard setup. herO, he does have a Robo this time. He went Robo before expansion, so I believe he should have the Observer. Yeah, plenty of them. Dark Templar will not catch him off guard. Charge on the way for herO. Charge should soon be on the way for MaxPax. Forger +1. Both players taking into charge slots alongside eventually into Archons and Immortals. MaxPax is moving in. Throws down the stasis. herO does have his shield battery support. Likewise, I believe herO does spot the he does spot the stasis. He's aware. Does target it down. Unlike game 1, herO is not going to be done dirty. Unlike down, I should say. Because herO does catch out the Adepts. MaxPax, he blinks past the main army. Trying to catch out those Stalkers. Nice movement out of herO. herO does bleed out 3 probes. 3 workers go down. Oracle into the mineral line. herO getting pulled apart. Oh, herO out of position. And MaxPax does enjoy, or actually does type the worker counts. Worker counts are neck and neck. So nice damage there by MaxPax. Hadn't realized that he was behind in the probe count. Not anymore. Ooh, bleeds out a couple of Stalkers. Another war straight here from MaxPax. Does attempt to outtrade. herO tries to commit. It does force him back. Likewise, MaxPax engaging towards the top side. Oh, he's got his charge lots. Yeah, herO not quite ready for this. Dallas can trade so well against vanilla Stalkers. Takes down the sentries, but doesn't quite get on top of the Stalkers though. So far, MaxPax, he has had a slightly better trade Stalker-wise, but ooh, bleeds out another Stalker. Okay. herO coming out on top. Trades evenly with Stalkers, but MaxPax bled out a little more Zealots. Mineral line under fire. MaxPax's main army out of position. He's coming in for the flank. MaxPax coming in from behind, trying to get the surround. herO, where is reinforcements? He needs support. Now trying to move in. Does get her in time. Does get her in time. Once again collapsing in. Oh. As we do try to engage. Hopefully everything's okay. Sorry, we just had a massive lag spike, which should be okay. Okay. We are looking good. Again, here he does collapse in. Dust comes in, takes down the Zealots. And MaxPax, he is getting overrun here. Yeah, he's getting overrun. MaxPax, he bled out a little bit too much earlier. Likewise, bled out some workers. herO collapsing in. And herO, he will overwhelm. He will just overwhelm this. Takes down the Immortal, takes down the Archon. He will take everything down. Yes, just MaxPax, he just cannot keep up. Not with the wave of Zealots on the way. Behind this, does try and force some defensive warp ins, but herO, he breaks through. He breaks through that defensive line, takes down the expansion. GG gets called, and herO, he will take the series 2-1, advancing out in first place. GG. GG, well played. I do apologize for just as the fight was commencing, it looked like on our side there was some frame drops on OBS, but it looks like it was only on our side, thankfully, as herO does overrun. Again, herO, he was able to get a better trade earlier by picking off all those Zealots, by keeping the supply down from MaxPax. MaxPax, he was in the middle of expanding and teching up, but MaxPax was overrun then and there. GG, well played. herO, he will claim the series, and we have a first player making it into the main event, into the playoffs. GG. GG, well played. herO, he will take the series, will advance on, and from here we are now getting ready for the elimination match. Here we go. Up next, we do have the next series. It is going to be a best of 3 between Zaun and Solar. Actually, better representation as we switch our scenes over and catch up on the brackets. There we go. Okay, we do have our group updating here. So again, MaxPax was the player that knocked Zaun down earlier. herO knocked down Solar. herO just made it and qualified for the playoffs in first place. And MaxPax, if you're a fan of MaxPax, he's still in the tournament. He's still in the group. MaxPax is waiting in the final series for the winner of our next best of 3. Up next, we have Zaun and Solar. They both did fall early on. Solar went down to herO, Zaun went down to MaxPax, and now they face off in that elimination round. Now they face off to determine who will advance on into that decided match against MaxPax. Oh boy. So we have 2 matches left. 2 series remaining.